Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets, playing 3D chess so we keep you 3 steps ahead. That's the new tagline. That's what I came up with. I'm going to still work on it. If you have any suggestions for that part of the tagline, leave them in the comments. It is 7:22 in the morning on 9/19/2024. I'm a little late to the party today because I'm having a hard time doing some analysis today. It's quite difficult because yesterday dollar yen, sterling yen, even sterling dollar is starting to kick a little bit. Not quite as hard as a mule with its balls duct taped, but it's starting to kick a little bit. So what do we got today? Well, dollar yen, it seems to be that dollar yen is losing a little bit of its, or the yen is starting to lose a little bit of its illustriousness. The markets are wild. We were just at 139, 50, not even how long ago, but and now back to 143. Just gotta love this stuff. But today, dollar yen needs to stay. And I'm sorry, I don't even know why I'm apologizing for the markets. The markets are the markets, but dollar yen basically needs to stay above 142.50 right now to continue showing its strength. Now, if it turns back down through 142.50, there's support at 142.20. And then we got support, then we got support 141.88. Actually, yeah, it's basically this same level. So say 90-ish, okay? If it breaks that, then we're heading back down towards, the 141.30 level. But let's look at what it's got to break. It's got to get above 143.57. Queen's got to confirm, and then it's heading to 144.67. Now, you got to pay attention. Now, this is where it's getting a little kind of even confusing for me. I mean, that's not difficult to do to get confusing to me. But it seems that the big players are starting to look more at sterling than they are so much at the yen. So they're buying sterling yen back. Right now we're hitting 190.25 in sterling yen. They're buying sterling back, but they're slowly doing it through the sterling dollar. And we're going to get into sterling dollar next. But in other words, dollar yen isn't the one that's rallying so much and sterling staying stable. It's now kind of a mix. So it's an even bag. So you got to watch the sterling as much now as you would the dollar yen. Remember I kept saying watch dollar yen? Well, you got to watch the cable because it looks like they're slowly accumulating cable. They don't want to do it right away. It looks like the market doesn't, the big players don't want to do it right away because they don't want to screw themselves. So they're slowly accumulating sterling right now. And we're going to get into that one right now. Hang on one second. Let me move my coffee. Okay, sterling dollar itself. There is support at 132.57. If somehow it turns down to 132.57, we got support at 132.20 and then 131.87. So now the levels, the volatility levels have gotten away from the past volatility levels we were talking about, and they've moved up so that they're starting to show greater strength in sterling dollar right now. Sterling dollar needs to get above 133.12. It's very close to it. It needs to get above 133.12. Queen's got to confirm. And then the marketplace is heading to 133.97. There's a big gap. That is where, a lot of people didn't think we're going to be, there's a lot of people that went short. They didn't think it was coming back up here. They thought we were going back down to the 115 levels, and now all of a sudden, holy smokes, it's up in their face. They're going to cover. there's going to be a lot of, people running towards the door, in my opinion. Now, it might not happen in one straight shot. It could be up above 12, back down close to the 50 level. You got to watch this 50 level for today. If it's holding, most likely it's going to break to 130, 312, and maybe if it even settles, up at the 133.50 level, and then it accumulates steam and 133.97. So where do we go if we get above 133.97? So we got levels. Let me move myself to this side. We got levels above the 133.97, 134.59. Then there's another level, 134.77. Just write that one down, 134. And then 135.41. So that should cover us pretty well in sterling today. Let's go over to the big boy sterling yen. Okay, good old sterling yen. We have a break point at 190.55. So in other words, if the marketplace can get above 190.55, most likely it's showing continued strength. Unfortunately, there's resistance at 190.75 right behind it. If it can muster up enough strength, get through that, then we got 191. Well, that's there's an in-between point. 191.30, write that one down. Then 191.73, and then the 192.31 level. Now, it needs to stay basically above 189.46 to show that strength. If it drops below 189.46, we have support at, hang on, let me calculate. There's definitely an in-between point between 189.46 and 188.18. Hang on. Well, it's really not much help. I mean, it's 188.52, then 188.14, and then we're heading back down towards the 187, say, I would say 60 level. So the important point, the pivot point for upward is above this 190.55. If it can't get down through this and it gets down through the 189.46 level, it's tracking back down, going back down into the consolidation. Again, it's all going to depend on dollar yen. Like the yen itself is losing a little bit of, its illustriousness. It's no longer, the market's no longer like, oh, I want yen against everything again. It's kind of like going back to the beginning of the year where dollar yen just kept rallying. I don't know if the marketplace has gotten its appetite back for that yet. It has not confirmed that yet, but we got our cable points, we got our dollar yen points. That's going to give us a clue to the British pound. And if you see like the marketplace breaks that 89.46 and it's kind of, or 89.50, and it's kind of stalling, it's basically, one of those head fake scenarios. So just be cautious of that price action. All right, let's move over to euro yen. Okay, good old euro yen. We got resistance right now at 159.76. We also have another resistance point at 160.18. So if I go up here, 160.17, good enough. 160.17, another resistance point. Now, it needs to stay above really 159.20. If it breaks down below 159.20, it's heading back down to the 158.40 level. And then there's another main support at 158.05. If it breaks that, we're back down to the 157.82s. Well, upside, what's the upside potential? If we could get above 159.76, actually, if we could get above 160.25, let's say, 160.25, euro yen's heading back up towards 160.87 and then 161.30. So there you have the markets for today, the future price action before it happens, your chief dealer keeping you sane in these insane markets. Please, if you like what you see, smash the like button, subscribe, share the videos far and wide. We want to build a big trading community. Also, head over to Park Avenue Trading, get yourself a free ebook. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Enjoy the party. Dance near the door. Cheers.